Let me tell you, folks, I never imagined that I would be where I'm at today in life in my journey with New Skin. As Lisa had been able to share, that I had a 12-year career in the military, and I was set. I said, this is it for me. I have my 20-year game plan. I'm going to be a soldier in the military. I'm going to give my all, serve, and retire and live a pretty good life. And so that was my game plan. However, life, you know what, spoke differently, and the universe had other plans otherwise. And here I am today, privileged and honored to serve and to share my story. And I absolutely want to inspire you on this call that you too have a story. You definitely do. And whether you just joined and are newer in the journey, or you've been around for a little bit, you have a story to tell. Just like when I came in, I didn't have a story to tell, but it came slowly and surely, and it just opened in ways that I never imagined possible. And so I have a few pictures here I'd like to show you, and just to depict my story a little bit better. And so as I share my screen, again, I just sit in amazement, and I just tell myself how grateful I am that the journey of New Skin did come about my way. And before I do that, though, I'd actually want to take you on a brief journey of my humble beginnings, if you will. And that starts all the way from my homeland in the South Pacific. Now, if you know where Hawaii is, it gives you a picture of where I'm from. We're about a 5-hour flight south from Hawaii. And then I'm in a tiny little remote island called Samoa. And if you've heard of the actor, Dwayne Johnson, also known as The Rock, he's from Samoa as well. And so just thought I'd throw that story in there as well, which is pretty cool, right? But this is my humble beginnings. Our family, we grew up very poor back home in the islands. I grew up there my whole entire life. I didn't move here to America till about my junior going into my senior year of high school. And so this was home for me, where we didn't have much. And you know what? I actually count my many blessings that I grew up this way. And I share that because it taught me hard work values and hard work ethics that I never would have learned elsewhere. It taught me to always have an attitude of gratitude, to be grateful for everything I have in life, even though we had very little, and to be grateful for everyone that comes into my journey of life. And so, again, it really molded me to be the person that I am today. And so later on in life, my mother and I were planning to move here to America, seeking a better, brighter future. And so we did. And my father had passed on early, before I was even born, actually. So I grew up without a father figure. My mom was that father figure for me. But again, we decided to move here to America. And I ended up joining the military, 12 years as a soldier in the United States Army. And I loved my career field. Matter of fact, you'll think I'm a bit crazy, but if you've ever seen the movie Taken, that gives you a glimpse of the type of unit, the type of missions, the type of deployments that the military would send me on. And so for me personally, it was fighting and protecting freedoms and to protect home, right? And so that was my game plan. You know, for me, I said, well, I have 8 more years to go and then I can retire. But let me be very real and very direct with you. Even after 12 years of giving my all and just committing myself to the journey of being a soldier, I found myself at my crossroads path, realizing that I was still broke after 12 years, that I was still living paycheck to paycheck, no matter how hard I worked, that I was still struggling through trying to pay those bills, trying to help family, trying to take care of my loved ones, and barely even just, crossing threshold, if you will. And for me, I kept telling myself, those really justifications, saying it'll get better. I just need to work harder. I just need to volunteer for more deployments. I just need to find another unit that I could serve more in. And I'm sure my big, break will come. But ladies and gentlemen, after 12 years, that was my still realization. And the day that changed my life around was actually, it came by way of something that I love to do, and that is volunteering. And that's outside of the Army, by the way. I love volunteering in my community. I love volunteering to help people. And I was asked to MC and volunteered, by the way, I wasn't getting paid, to volunteer and MC for one of the largest Polynesian festivals for my community here in the state of Utah. About 4,000 plus attendees came to that event. And during the time that I was serving as an MC for that event, it was actually a complete stranger, a Vietnamese gentleman from the Bay Area in California, who came to that event. And when he heard my voice, let me tell you, he came running through. If you've ever seen the cartoon Moana, it was like having Maui like run through the crowd just to come and speak to me, Moana, at that event. And I remember when he came up to me, he looked at me, he says, "Young lady, who are you? And what is your name? And tell me about you." Because when I truly heard your voice, and then I have been observing and kind of stalking you a little bit and seeing the way that you serve people, seeing the way that you interact with everyone, young and old and in between. And it just amazes me who you are. And then he said, "You must be like the mayor or something of this community, because you command their, their attention. Everybody just listens to you. And I see the way that all communities are drawn towards you." And I just looked at him. I said, "Well, no, I wish I was the mayor, but I am not." I even said, "This is actually my first time emceeing for one of the largest events ever. This is my first gig." And he looked at me. He says, "No, you're lying. There's no way. Come on. You must have some sort of graduate degree in public speaking. You must travel around the world, thousands of stages to get that type of experience." And I looked at him and I was sweating palms, nervous. And I said, "Well, thank you so much. I'm humbled for that compliment. But believe it or not, my only experience is usually in my church community. They ask us once a month just to go up and share our heart of gratitude. And that's it." I said, "That's what I'm really good at. I go up every Sunday in my church community and I just share my love and my gratitude for people." And that's all I've taken. I've taken that experience and I've come here to this stage and just run this event with love that I have for any and anybody that can hear the sound of my voice. And so that's how this stranger found me. And you know what he said to me? He said, "You can bless and lead your community in a journey that I'm a part of, that can impact your community globally." Now, when he said that, I kind of stopped in my tracks. I'm like, "Really? What do you mean?" And he just said, "Well, I can't tell you today, but we need to connect again." Matter of fact, he promised me, he said, "I will fly back from California just to meet with you." And you know what? I looked at him and I was just nodding and going, "Okay, sure. Yeah, yeah, sure. You're going to come back and meet me, a stranger." You know what? I never thought I was going to see him ever again. I'm like, "Okay, there goes another great person I met at this event." And that's it. But you know what? True to his words, he flew back several weeks later. Matter of fact, the reason he had left from that event, he had gone on his success trip to Iceland. Now, if you remember that success trip, that's where he had flown off to. He said, "If I did not have this trip to go on, trust me, I wouldn't even leave this festival until I can meet with you." But he had flown to Iceland for his success trip, excuse me, and then he flew back right away and met with me. And let me tell you, the same presentation, the same business briefing that I'm sure you've seen that brought you here today to being a part of this grand team and this grand community, that was the same presentation I saw that day. And he was absolutely right, because I saw the opportunity to leverage to be able to serve not just my community, but all communities across the globe. And so, ladies and gentlemen, that's my story. That's how I came into this opportunity. I said yes, because when I saw the vision, I saw the mission of New Skin and the opportunity to give back, I made no hesitation. Matter of fact, when he shared the compensation plan and said, "All you have to do is keep doing what you do as an MC, to serve, to speak, to share presentations. And you know what? You can get paid for it for every person that joins, buy products, and you can continue to rank up and get promoted a lot quicker than you can in the military." And I said to him, "No, you're lying. You're kidding. There's no way. I don't believe you." He says, "No, that is the true journey of where I'm a part of." And so I came on board. And that's kind of how this all evolved, you guys. And so the blessing of New Skin came my way, and I shared it with family, friends, and every and anyone that I could come in contact with. Matter of fact, my beauty pageant side, just a FYI, how that came about. I actually met my husband in Australia, where I went to compete for a beauty pageant called Miss Oceania. Now, later we married and we named our daughter Oceana. So that's kind of the hashtag of how beauty pageant came about. My husband came in the way. Him and I became partners here in the journey of New Skin. And so I truly believe in the universe, providence, if you will, God's timing for me, that just things just fell into place. And here we are serving and blessing the lives of many. And I want to inspire you to have the courage to go after your dreams. Otherwise, you'll live to regret not doing so. And you're in the perfect platform with New Skin to make those dreams come true, whatever they may be. But I also want to inspire you that I started with just me. It started with my yes. And it wasn't just a yes to sign up and just be a part of this and just kind of, get a feel for it. No, it was a yes to say, I will change my life, because I wanted to get out of broke, you guys. I'll be very direct and real. I was tired of that journey of being broke. And then I realized that it was more than that. It was about helping people and blessing their lives. But it started with me, and then it started with me believing that I could help others do the same. And so this was my team when I first started, you guys. Yay, 4 of us. My husband in the orange red shirt, my sister in the white shirt, and then one of my best friends in the green there, olive green. And so this was me in the beginning. But you must understand, a team starts with you. It absolutely is led by you and the examples that you set. And you know what? I've never been to college. I've never owned a business in my life. I came on board. Matter of fact, the first time I saw Lisa, heard of her and her incredible team, I was inspired. And I said, wow, if these leaders can do it, I can do this as well. But it wasn't easy. I'll be very direct as well. I had to learn this new industry. I had to learn New Skin. I'm like, wow, I'm not used to this. I'm used to being a soldier. I'm used to getting in uniform. I'm used to taking orders and then just following without question. That's what I was used to. But then I come here and I realize you can lead yourself, and then you can then learn to lead and then help lead others in the process. So I came on board. But truly what drew me in even more was the opportunity to build and leave a legacy. Matter of fact, the willable fortune of New Skin, the willable asset that you can will your legacy to your children and to your family. I said to myself, well, in the military, once you retire, and if I were to pass away later on, of course, because life goes that direction, I can't will my retirement from the military to my children or to others. It doesn't exist, right? And for me, when I saw that here, I said, wow, this is my moment. This is finally an opportunity where I can give my all and not worry that it's going to go to waste later on in life. And so I want to inspire you. Wherever you're at, you might be a new partner coming on board. We welcome you and we thank you for being on this call and your commitment. You might be a newest brand representative. I congratulate you. You're on the right track to leadership. You might be the newest ruby or emerald or diamond or blue diamond or team elite. Congratulations to each and every one of you. And you know what? I want to encourage you. You put your name and you draw your name in the sand and say, I will be that future team elite of New Skin. I will make it to the top. Not just to make it just so you can, share it with the world and just leave it at that. Make it so that your friends, family, and your team can say, wow, if my leader made it, I can make it as well. And be driven with that type of legacy that you can build and come on board with. Now, I also would like to share some of my soldier skills, if you will, because I know a lot of people were quite impressed. I came on board New Skin, and within 8 months, I actually wanted to break. I don't know if you know who Blue Diamond Nick Jackson is, but when I first heard him on stage at Team Elite University, and he said that he became Blue Diamond in 9 months, I looked up and I'm like, oh my gosh, I want his autograph. I want to follow that guy. Like, oh wow, that is amazing. And I was so proud of him. I didn't know him, but I was sincerely proud. But you know what? It inspired me. It fueled me. I said, well, Leata, you're a bit crazy, but I wanted to break his record, you guys. I really did. I'm like, I want to break his record. Well, I came on board, and these are some of the, unique shares that I brought from my military structure side, and I brought it into New Skin. You see, as a soldier in the military, you must place the mission first in everything. Matter of fact, my battle buddies, those my fellow soldiers, their lives would depend on that. And so when I came in New Skin, I said, well, my team members' lives depend on it. Maybe not death wise, as far as going out and not getting killed by the enemy, right? Not like that. But as far as dreams and goals and hopes and desires, because those are real. Your team members' goals and dreams that they come to you with, maybe they want to earn their first vacation as a family. Maybe they too want to fire their own boss that's not treating them accordingly. Maybe they're just wanting better health because they just, have lived life to a point where they haven't been able to get better health. Or maybe they just want to be able to spend real quality time with their loved ones. Whatever they may be for your team members, that's what I took to my heart. And I challenge you to do the same, because I came on board and it was mission before commission. And I love that my mentor, 4-star platinum team elite Terry too, always embedded that in me. And don't get me wrong, I came on board because I wanted to get out of broke. But I realized soon after that New Skin is very different. It is such a powerful vehicle. And it's a vehicle that can help bless others and therefore bless you. Also, soldiers were united no matter what background, no matter where we live, no matter how long we've been a soldier. The moment we come together, we are united as one. And I'm here to empower you. Be aligned and be united with your team. Be united with your successful uplines. Trust and believe they care for you and your business like no one cares for your business like you care for your business. And I've seen that. The alignment so powerful in this journey, the alignment of the system that your team follows and leads with. You have to be united. That means being humble, being coachable and teachable. I had to come on board and reset, rewire my mind, rewire that this is a different journey for me. So do the same for you, and you'll see your business, you'll see yourself grow beautifully as a leader in this opportunity. And know that you're a soldier no matter what, and that you must soldier up. What does that mean? Well, let me tell you, as I was running to become Blue Diamond because I wanted to beat Nick Jackson's, record, I realized, wow, New Skin is not easy. You have people reject you. Matter of fact, my family and friends, they thought I was crazy. They said, wow, look at Leata. She went from being a prestigious soldier in a prestigious unit in the military. Now she's trying to share beauty products and skincare products. Like, what is she up to? Like, you know what? Maybe she's gone crazy a little bit, right? And so again, I had challenges and trials, and people saying no to me, people rejecting me, people calling me crazy. And it was really hard. Those were my hard days, you guys. But you know what? I had to learn to soldier up. You fight through those battles, you fight through the hard days. Remember why you're doing this business. And I remember I came on board and I said, I will do this for my daughter. I will do this for my family so that we will never have to fight through those bills and feel like it just pulls us away from our true happiness in life. Okay. And so next, know that someone's life is always on the line. That was me as a soldier. And I had that discipline. That means I showed up every day for my business. I showed up every day, even if I was sick. Matter of fact, true story. My second pregnancy, and my pregnancies are always so hard. My second pregnancy, I was tuning in to all events, everything live, all my Zoom calls while on IVs every day for my entire pregnancy. I made no excuses, and that really fueled my team. And matter of fact, it made them want to work harder because they saw me in hospital beds being prodded by nurses, but I would zoom in, and I would have my uplines call me and say, stop zooming in. It's okay. We've got this. But you know what? I said no, because I love my team and I love this business and I love this journey. And I want to show everybody, everyone has tough days. Everybody has tough times. But you have to remember, someone's life, someone's goals and dreams is dependent on your leadership. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not perfect. I can promise you that. I just want to show my team that I am here. I will show up every day, no matter what, the good and the bad. And a soldier's task never ends. You must be consistent in this business. You have to be consistent daily. We're not asking 24 hours of your day. We're simply asking what little time, whether it's an hour. And I always say an hour a day in New Skin will keep poverty away. That's an hour a day to help you get closer to your goals. Run with it, even if it's that 1 hour. But to get to that higher ranking goal or that next success trip, you're actually looking at 3 to 5 hours, if that, at a minimum, to be consistent with. And know that New Skin is a gift. Give that gift away. Even if people say no, that's okay. They're the ones missing out from your special gift of New Skin. And also, a soldier is always ready to fight and defend. But here in New Skin, we fight and defend a little bit differently. We fight and defend to be humble, to be coachable. Sometimes it's hard when your uplines make those tough calls and have to consult with you one-on-one and says, hey, you might want to do it this way, or hey, can I give you some recommendations, if you do things this way, right? Or hey, let's follow the system, because the system is what's going to help you run this business. You know what? Those are the true days that you're tested as a leader, to be humble and to be coachable. Some of you might be from corporate backgrounds. Some of you might be from traditional businesses where you've ran. Maybe you're a doctor or a lawyer. Maybe you're of a higher profession. But truly, it's the humbleness in the journey and to be coachable, because those 4-star platinum team elites, those team elite extraordinaires in your journey, those blue diamond champions, they know the way. And so be humble, coachable, and teachable, folks. And understand, I did not make it here by myself. I want to share with humility, I came on board and I put in the work. They call it network marketing because you need to put in the work. It's not net lazy days. It's not only when it's convenient days. It's not net only when I feel like it days. No, network. You have to put in the work, ladies and gentlemen. I came on board. They call me Queen No Sleep in my team. When I first started, I was Queen No Sleep. My weekends, no parties, no invitations to weddings. I just told my husband, tell everybody we'll be available to go to weddings, birthday parties, events in the year 2025. That's when we'll be available. Once we make it to 4-star platinum team elite, that's when we'll be able to come out and support everybody. But send them our love and send them our apologies. We had to make those type of commitments and sacrifices ahead of time. But it took work. It took zooming in every day. And I share this with humility. I have never missed a Zoom call, you guys, with my team in the 3 years now that I've been in New Skin. I have never missed a Team Elite University. I was zooming in from my hospital bed and telling my team to go live just so I could make it happen, you guys. And so after 8 months of consistency, no excuses, never quitting, never accepting defeat, and never leaving anyone behind, we broke Nick Jackson's record, and we hit blue diamond in 8 months, you guys. But let me tell you, I don't want you to compare yourself to me or me to you, because your journey is different. My journey is different. Your journey is very special. But as long as you continue to move forward day after day, week after week, month after month, because the power of you can affect many and can bless lives. So here you see our teams globally, all around the world. These are just a few of them that I get to show you on this call today. We've been able to travel to South Africa, many success trips around the world, and being able to enjoy and truly travel. The military never paid for me to go on vacation, you guys. It came out of my pocket. So guess how many success trips I went on in the military career? 12 years. None. Zero. I was too broke anyway, you guys. That's why I hustled here. That's why, my mentors would say, well, it's going to take a lot of invites, a lot of prospects, a lot of people for you to zoom in every day, a lot of presentations. I said, it's okay. Give me the 1,000, give me the numbers. I will run for it. Because you know why? Sometimes life is about risking everything for a dream no one can see but you, a vision no one can see but you, a goal so big and so beautiful no one can see but you. But you have the power to make those risks, to make those calls, to keep following up with people, the hard days, the tough days. And you know what? To celebrate the good days. You celebrate yourself when you have your leaders hit LOI. You celebrate yourself when you create a new brand rep that month. You celebrate when you go on your first success trip, or when you have a team member join with you. You celebrate the victories because you deserve it in this journey, you guys. And so the vision of success, let me tell you, one day I want to be able to have a grand team like this team that you see here, like the team that your leaders have as well. But again, go back to you, that you can make that goal come true and make it powerful for you. And so, ladies and gentlemen, it's been 3 years now in New Skin, a qualifying team elite, not a team elite yet, you guys. I'm still battling through. I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm in this loophole, qualifying team elite and then not qualified, qualifying team elite and not qualified. But it's okay, you guys, it's okay. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it, and you can make it as well. You really can. And I'm so privileged now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm now part of OTG, One Team Global North America core team member. It'll be a year mark since last year. They inducted me to be a core member right around COVID time. And so, you guys, it's a privilege, this journey, and it's an honor when you make it and you become successful. But I want to leave with you just a few more things before I end on my side. I want to talk about those success trips, because truly, they've been so real for me, because I came on board and I said, I cannot lead a team when I haven't made a success trip. I cannot help others dream big when I haven't shown them that I too can be successful. So I want to inspire you with a few trips that we've been able to earn coming on board. And I share this so that you that have never been on a trip before, I challenge you to make the next one that your team is running for. Or if you've already made one, I challenge you to bring one person with you. And so just continue that journey, because it's a journey worth going for. This was our first trip, and because of time, you guys, I get excited. This was our first trip to South Africa. We stayed at the palace. I felt like Princess Jasmine in Aladdin. It was so surreal. I kept telling my husband, pinch me, but it was so magical. We took our 1-year-old daughter, Oceana, 1 year old. She's 4 now. This was her first trip traveling the world. These are the type of memories you can build for your children and your grandchildren. We surprised my mom. We took Mama on her first trip with us to South Africa. It was like a dream come true to see her be around the safari animals and to see her so happy. They played a prank on her. They got her so close to the elephants that the elephant gave my mom a Prince Charming kiss, right there on the cheek. And you know what? This makes it magical to build a new skin when you can give back to your loved one. We got to walk with real live lions. I wanted to hug the lions, you guys, but you know what? My husband, check him out. He's standing there, grabbing my arm, shaking nervous, looking over his shoulder. What a scaredy cat, you guys. If you ever see my husband, he's a big guy. Well, truly, he's scared, you guys. He didn't want to hug the lions. Next trip, we earned Bermuda. We took Mama again. Mama babysits our children so that we can build this business. So she comes with us on every success trip. You can give back to your loved ones the very same. Our daughter's first ocean, her first time walking in the sandy beach is Bermuda. Can you believe that? See, these are the type of memories you can build for your loved ones. They treat you like VIP royalty. They roll out, the red carpet. I'm sure some of you were probably on this trip too. And I just didn't know you then. And I congratulate you. Thank you for earning South Africa and Bermuda and many of these trips. And it's about helping others. That's how you win in life, is when you help others earn these trips, make their dreams come true. We were with our legend, Jeff Mack. I'm sure most of you know. We were in Vietnam and we get to travel the world. It's so exciting, you guys. And just being able to explore the different cultures that are out there. Ireland, the top of King John's Castle in Ireland, you guys. And so again, I could go on and share, but again, because of time, and I definitely want to respect your time as well. But before I do end, I want to end on this note. I want to talk about dreaming big again, or maybe dreaming harder than never like before, because I'm sure when the months are tough, it's almost end of the month, right? It gets tough, it gets hard. Things are going on at work or in the home front with your children or maybe your spouse, or things are just hard right now financially. Maybe for some of you, it was hard for me financially in the beginning, but I would sacrifice to pay for global convention. I would sacrifice just so I could learn the business. But I want you to reignite those dreams and goals. And wherever you're at in those dreams and goals, I want you to know you can make them come true. Because I want to end with this. This was a surprise I did for my mom. And I surprised and made a dream come true for her that I never would have been able to make come true if I had still stayed in the military, if I had never made the commitment to come on board and really run the Nu Skin business. Okay, you guys, seriously, like today is the day. We're literally sitting in our vehicle right now, and you can't find a fighter, but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out. Move mountains, we gon' walk it out and move mountains. And I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day, I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid, I'll rise up, and I do it 1,000
Thank you so much for everything.
Yeah, we love you, Mom.
Russ, yeah, para ka uwa.
You deserve it, Mom. All right, and so as I get ready to close out my share, sorry, you guys. I shared that video. One, I make no claims of any income claims or any guarantees. I worked really hard to come on board and save as much of my money, all my money that I would get commissions from Nu Skin, just so that I could be able to put that surprise together for my mom. She deserves the world. She sacrificed so much so we could migrate from Samoa here to America. And I showed that video not to be boastful, not to show off and to say I'm better or hey, I made it. No, I shared that to inspire you. Because if an island girl from the South Pacific, very poor, didn't have much, broke as a soldier coming into Nu Skin, can come on board and make solid decision to say, I will do Nu Skin 110%. I will become that future 4-star platinum team elite. Go for the shoot high, sky high, ladies and gentlemen. And I will never quit until I see my dreams come true, my loved ones' dreams come true, and my team members' dreams come true, so that I can continue to be a force for good and be a light and inspiration. That is my word of inspiration to you. You can do this. I know you can. Don't let nothing and no one stop you. And you know what? Let's close out the month of February strong, and let's give the gift of Nu Skin that keeps on giving, with motivated by love, always and forever. And so that is my final share. My name is Leata Hans, here to tell you that I'm honored and privileged to be here to help you, serve you in your journey of Nu Skin. And so take care, everyone, and thanks. Back to you, Lisa.